Good evening, fans. Hello, and welcome back to Demo 3 right here from the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee. I'm Steve Bucknam. With me here on the post-race show, we've got Team Derby Builds, Josh Adams, and Team NLR Whitaker Salvage, John Mavis. And we're here to talk about how things went tonight and what the matchup looks like tomorrow, guys. How you feeling right now? You got to be feeling pretty tired.
Definitely after the weeks of getting cars ready and then working on them all week here.
John, usually a little bit more chipper, but it's late at night. You've had a long day. The adrenaline's starting to wear off.
A little bit.
I saw your Snapchats. You had some awesome lemonade earlier that was keeping you sustained.
Yeah, actually, that stuff was really good.
Let's talk a little bit about your heats here tonight. I mean, Derby Builds, you guys faced Brian's Machine Shop. That was really a strong battle. Those guys put up a real hard fight there. How'd you feel about that matchup?
It was definitely a rough heat. Those guys drive hard. They build good stuff. I'm just happy that we were able to get the win and get out of there. And if the track conditions would have gotten any worse while we were out there, it probably would have maybe not went our way.
Absolutely understand that. John, your matchup. I mean, they're all hard battles here. There's no ducks, right? That's kind of what we talk about. But you face Toast Inc. I think maybe I won't say lucky, but you were fortunate that Toast lost that axle. You guys did the work, broke the axle. That really changed the outcome, I think.
Yeah, for sure. That slowed one car down where we could start working on the next one, and then even at the end, that 03 had screwed up tie rods, and it still got around pretty good. So it was definitely a game changer once the axle come out. So
fans that are watching this post race show, the way the bracket works, to my understanding, you two teams are going to face each other tomorrow. So this is sort of an interesting situation because they've got you sitting here, and normally I'd talk about, tell me about your cars, what do you got to fix, all that. I don't want to do that. You guys are facing each other, you're competitors. I just want to talk about how you're feeling about this matchup.
I couldn't be happier. I mean, those are four of the guys that's probably best in the country, and they've been running together for God knows how long now. It's no doubt we're the underdog, and that's the way I like it because I got nothing to lose. So we can just go out and have fun.
I've always said the crowd loves an underdog.
That's basically true.
John?
yeah, it's another derby. You know what I mean? You take everyone one at a time, and tonight we'll figure out how we're gonna hopefully overcome tomorrow and take them out, I guess, right?
Yeah.
That's the name of the game.
Yep.
I talked a little bit about on the stream here tonight just about the legacy of Derby Builds as a team name facing a team that includes, Bob Whitaker and the crew around that. I know you don't have as much experience with facing Derby Builds in the Schaffners and those guys, but we seem like we've seen this sort of format before, and it's like a legacy being carried forward right now. Do you feel like that has it adds anything to the entertainment value?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's got hype. It's got whatever. It's what you guys like, right?
That's right. Not necessarily drama, but excitement.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that for sure. Records-wise, you feel extra pressure being undefeated at this point?
There's always that pressure because there's 100 people that want to see you succeed, and there's 10,000 that want to see you fail. You know what I mean? It's just what it is. So, and for these guys, like you said, you know what I mean? They're underdogs. They're like what we were last year, the last round. We had nothing to lose, so you go out and you swing, and sometimes shit lands. So
yeah. I mean, he said it pretty well.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I mean, and there's a lot of luck that's involved in this. I mean, yes, there are veteran drivers and builders, and some people are on a different skill level. But at the end of the day, you can't never tell what's going to happen. So give it your best shot and hope for the best.
Josh, if someone's watching this on Facebook tonight or maybe tomorrow and they're trying to figure out whether or not they should tune in to watch this event tomorrow, what would you say to them?
I would say that I don't know anywhere else where you're going to get the quality of teams that we have here to put on the show like this. And the new rules, I think, are part of that. I mean, we're kind of got back to derbying. I mean, we're not just running up on wedge cars all the time and pointy bumpers and all that, just clearing course supports. Like, we're kind of getting back to derbying, and you got to drive.
Yeah. Talking about making adaptations and having to drive, having been through what you guys have been through tonight and yesterday, has it changed your setups at all? Suspension, tires, anything like that? Or are you just sticking with what you know?
I haven't changed anything since the first day I was here. I'm still running. Well, I guess I'd put a little taller tire on the front, but that's about it. Same back tires, just suspension-wise, I haven't changed anything like that. Yeah, I don't know. I set it up to kind of what I thought the track was going to be and left it at that.
Right on. Josh?
We're pretty much the same.
Yeah.
I only brought one set of tires. That's the tires we're using.
Okay. Ride the horse you brought.
That's right.
Okay, that's cool, man. This might be the last time for one of you to have the opportunity to give people shout-outs and recognition here on our stream. We don't know. But let's give you the opportunity here to recognize people that we don't see on camera, the support crews. Anybody that's at home, anybody that's keeping you fed, anything like that?
I don't have a lot of people that help me, really. So normally I bring a guy with me, Mac Hastings, but he had a kid this time, so he couldn't come with me. I'd like to thank him for the years past, for Blizzard Bash and last year here. And my nephew's with me this time, so he's a big help. Other than that, that's about all I got. Boss Fab, they build a lot of my parts. That's it.
Understood. John, who you got?
You're going to put me on the spot like this, huh?
A lot of people to list, I know. And
I know. There's like 15 people on the pits helping me this whole weekend. I got little Joe Moman. He built the body, the frame, set it all up for me. I probably wouldn't be where I am to this day without him doing that. The guys at the shop at home, my brother for allowing me to invest our business into what I like to do. So
understood. I've sort of preached it all along, and it's kind of a common sense thing, but it takes a team to make this stuff happen. It's more than just the team of the drivers that are on the track, but everybody that came together to turn a wrench, to make a sandwich, whatever it might be. And I think part of your team's successes have been the people behind you. Would you agree?
I would agree to that.
100%, yeah.
Just putting you on the spot, guys. I appreciate it. All right, so as far as that goes, like I said, I don't want to go into builds, problems, what you're going to do for repairs. I know you got a lot of stuff to do. I appreciate both of you guys making time from Derby Nation, from D.E.M.O, and from all the fans that have been tuning in and sending us messages throughout the course of the last couple of days. Thank you as drivers and as teams for the promotion and the performance that you guys have put on, the entertainment that you've provided. The fans really appreciate it, and we want to make sure you're recognized for that.
Thank you. That's what we're here for.
Yep, thanks.
Folks, make sure you're tuning in tomorrow to see these two teams match up head-to-head. Team NLR, the undefeated right now, returning champions, trying to do it again, versus Team Derby Builds. New team here this year, new makeup, and as they've said, they've got nothing to lose, and they're going to throw down out here. It's going to be a matchup you don't want to miss. I've got more to talk about with Chris Cowan. He's going to come on here from Team Poor Decisions, but give us just a moment. We'll switch people out, and we'll be back in just a moment with Chris Cowan. All right, folks, we're back. I've got Chris Cowan here with me. Thanks for the patience as we get everybody changed out. We're doing the NASCAR-style hat dance, right? They change the hats out, take a new picture. We change the driver out and bring in another co-host here. So Jace Miller with me as well. You recognize Jace fans from doing our trackside interviews and things like that. Chris, representing Team Poor Decisions with us here tonight.
Yeah.
And you made some good decisions this evening.
We had a good time for sure.
You said you came to party out here tonight.
Yeah, this is of course, it's the only big show that's really local to us and everything, so it meant a lot to come up here and have a good time.
Talk about that Imperial. I mean, the back of that thing, you added a kind of unique window bar back there. The rear bumper was curled up. You had your leaf springs kind of sticking out, as you do with a used-up Chrysler. What was the thought process behind that repair and that build?
The big thing on the Chrysler on that thing is it's never really going to be anything to talk about, on the back of it anyway, and you just want all that stuff to be out of the way. You don't get it down on the tires and all that, and the party's in the front anyway, so just get it out of the way. And we started out really wanting to make it just look like something that people didn't want to drive in on and, do that kind of deal and everything, and we got to working on it, and it actually turned into a pretty good piece and even in the back, so I wouldn't be scared to use it at all.
Yeah, speaking of party in the front there, your teammate TJ Ousley, man, he was laying the smack down with that old 97. I think he went corner to corner about 4 or 5 times out there. What's it just like, everybody on the same page of the playbook out there?
Man, last night wasn't really a good night for us, but tonight was great. And TJ, he's the man. He was out there, he was rocking them, he was rolling with it and everything. He runs a big Ford motor, and he don't care to let that thing scream. So it actually surprises a lot of people that he's running that Ford, but it's a house for sure.
That's the second driver we've heard with the Ford motor here tonight. Do you know what exactly it is under there?
Not for sure. I think it's some kind of a Windsor Stroker sort of thing. You'll have to ask him. But it's a runner for sure.
Oh, absolutely. Sounds good, too.
Absolutely does.
Chris, talk about the last, minute and a half or so of that heat you were in here tonight. Everybody's kind of buried in there. You came in, and I sort of called you the MVP of the heat there because you were helping your teammates get unhooked. But I also saw Michael, where he was kind of hung, he was giving some hand signals, like, would take it easy, wave off, that kind of thing, like waving you off, not the team. But
yeah,
what was going on there?
My buddy Joker said it best one time. He said, especially in a team show, you've got to sacrifice a hostage sometimes. And Amberger, he's a good guy, and he's got a real good car, and he's still got a good fresh car, but that took one out, and we had him handled as far as that and everything. And Amberger was kind of waving us off to just roll on and take care of the rest of them.
Save the car.
Absolutely.
We saw you take a pretty hard shot with the front. I mean, obviously that's what you want to do with the Noser Imperial, but it looked from our angle, which is a hard angle at times, it looked like maybe the driver's side pushed back.
It kinked a little bit. That thing's going to do that, but it's controllable for sure. We've got over half of our patch plates left, so we've got plenty to fix that thing. It can be a hammer again for sure.
I like the sound of that. Hey, I'm going to just throw it out there because I'm hammering this thing all weekend long. I'm not going to stop. Maybe you've heard me talk about this, my idea for patch plates. Have you heard me talk about this yet?
I haven't.
So I'm making myself laugh. The teams get 8 plates per car.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's four cars on a team, right? So that's 32 plates. Math's working out so far.
Mm-hmm.
Why not just give the team 32 plates and they can decide where they need to put them?
That's been talked about. We joke about that all the time, that, hey, we'll just take his patch plates. You know what I mean? He don't need them anyway. And I think that would really, especially for a team show, I think that would actually be a really good idea. I think it would kind of throw, a little bit of an element that somebody could really make one of the cars a hammer, and it could go out there and do some work. And it's not going to be the Imperial. It's not going to be, the only 03 on the team and stuff like that. Absolutely either. So maybe it might be a surprise for them too. It won't be the car that they can go out there and just kind of hold up and keep from moving around and everything. It might kind of surprise somebody.
I'll tell you what, Jace, I think this idea has legs.
I think we're starting to run away with it. But I'm just curious, with how all of you drove in your heat tonight, who would be your hammer? Who would you give the most to? Just based off driving style, we'll say that.
Driving style, probably TJ or Gary. What you saw tonight, I had a good time out there, and I threw some haymakers and stuff like that and everything. But Steve knows probably as good as anybody that that's usually not my style. Usually I go out there and kind of ride and might make a sandwich and then go slap somebody else or something like that. But
drive Miss Daisy around.
absolutely. But with the team show, though, you've got to get on with it.
Absolutely. Now, what are your thoughts going in? We're about to do draws here in a little bit for next round. What are your thoughts, feelings going into that?
Don't really have a lot of thoughts on the draw. It's just going to be another team. That's the goal. You asked me out there a while ago what we need to do. We need to beat the team in front of us to keep on going. So that's what it is. We're already out there working on the car. That's what I was doing before we came in here. So got to get the car fixed and then just beat the next team, whoever it may be.
Absolutely.
Did you learn anything tonight or the night before in regards to how the cars performed and how they reacted to the conditions?
Not really learned anything, but just kind of proved our theory. We've all ran quite a bit, and we kind of knew that moving that dirt in here and stuff like that and everything, they did a great job building the track, but it's just hard to keep a track like that together with heavy cars like that on it. Knew what it was going to be, and so we all had some STAs and 27s and that sort of thing and everything. We knew what we needed to make them move.
Makes sense to me. I talked to Brian Wood and Dustin Wood, and we were talking about the depth of that track when they built it. Now it's changed; they've been scraping it and stuff like that. But it started at about 16 to 18 inches was the depth. So my discussion was, let's get it down to like 6, and that way there's a bottom if you dig through it,
Mm-hmm.
and also it then becomes much more manageable with the moisture and all that stuff because you're only working with that much depth.
Absolutely. That way, if you dig down through it, you know what you're going to be at too. But I think if you leave it that shallow, you might as well just leave the dirt off of it, because if you're going to damage the asphalt, let's just roll with it.
That's one way to look at it. I'm thinking about mitigating damage here a little bit,
Absolutely.
Chris, I give all the drivers kind of a chance in the spotlight to thank those people that maybe we don't see in the spotlight. So who do you got to recognize that's behind the scenes? Who keeps you fed and all that stuff?
Oh, man. There's so many people that I can't really list all of them for sure and everything. Of course, got to be the women in my life as far as that goes and everything. Tasha and Kylie. I hate being away from them and everything, but I'm glad that they do enjoy to come and watch and stuff like that and everything. And guys in the shop and everything. I've got my helper Spunky and my helper Jamie. They're good help back in the shop. And then once we get here, it takes an army to get these things back together. I've got Ryan Songalewski out there working on my car right now. Wild Billy Rosenbaum, he's the guy that we used to derby local with and everything, and we used to be a terror on people. He is the wild man out there, and I was out there kind of, cruising to get the job done, and he's out there back with me helping the teammate Gary Crittenden. If it wasn't for him, there's no way I would be here. That's actually his Imperial out there. It was built for last year for the two-man show and didn't work out. Absolutely can't thank him enough. I wouldn't be here without him. They tried to get me to be on the team to begin with, and I just told them that I wasn't interested in buying enough parts to run that kind of show, and he accepted that and understood. And then the fourth spot became open, and they had to have somebody, and he leaned on me pretty hard and made it work, and I'm really glad he did.
We are too, just from an entertainment standpoint. It's been fun to watch.
Absolutely.
Chris, man, thanks so much for taking the time out of your repair time. Thanks for the efforts that you've put in on the track, you and your team. From the fans, from everything that we've heard from people that are tuning in, sending feedback. Thank you for the entertainment, for the performance. We really appreciate that.
Awesome. We had an absolute blast.
It's not over.
We got another one tomorrow, and we got 4 good cars.
Last question for you. If someone's watching this on Facebook right now and they're trying to figure out whether or not they should watch tomorrow, why should they watch tomorrow?
Why wouldn't you watch it?
That's a simple answer.
When you put it like that, it's pretty easy.
I mean,
absolutely.
You heard it here, folks. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
What have you got better to do? If you can't be here, you better be watching it.
Amen.
It'll be a good time.
Amen. Chris, thanks for being here with us. We'll get you changed out here, and we'll do the little hat dance, and maybe Jason and I will just chat a little bit here. But again, thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow. I'm sure I'll be in your hair.
Yep.
Come check you out in the pit area.
Come see us. Come see the car. Do what you need to do.
Right on. Folks, Chris Cowan, Team Poor Decisions. They made all the right decisions tonight. It came out on top moving forward. Hang here with us just a moment. We'll be right back. All right, fans, welcome back. We are here. I'm here with Jace Miller, and we've got, do you see the demo bucket there on the corner of our table? Here comes Bill, going to sit down with us, talk to you about this this draw we're doing here for tomorrow, Bill.
All right, so what we're going to do for tomorrow is there's an odd number of teams on the B side. So to even that out, just like we did on the A side last night, we're going to draw a lucky dog.
Okay.
The lucky dog teams are BDP, Chaos in the Valley, and Howdy Hands.
Okay.
Those are the three teams that got their second loss tonight, and they're eligible for the lucky dog to come back into the B side. So one of those teams will join the other seven, and then we're going to draw up matchups for the B side for tomorrow.
Understood.
Now, I guess you're drawing.
Okay.
That's why you're in the middle, Jace.
That's why you're in the middle, Jace.
We always pick a kid to draw out of the bucket. And
You know, I never did get picked to draw anything, so I'm excited.
All right. First time for everything. Team Howdy Hands. Team Chaos in the Valley. Team BDP. Those are your three teams that are eligible for the lucky dog.
could you get a bigger bucket? I don't know. That's big enough.
They had a 10-gallon, but
I think I need a 55-gallon is what we need. Then Jace could, jump in.
Yeah. All right, Jace. Draw the right the token out of here now. The right
maybe if I
one.
can
You
find
can't
them in
even
there.
find them in there. The bucket's so big.
All right, I got one.
All right, he's got one. And your winner of the lucky dog, Team BDP, coming back into the B side. So there's your 8 teams. I have them lined up here. I'll show them before I put them in the bucket.
Yeah.
I will get rid of the other 2. Bucket's empty. Toast Inc. BDP. Pink Team Transmissions. Coke Motorsports. Team Poor Decisions. Brian's Machine Shop. Triple Threat. And Team Metro. If you guys hear some chatter in the background, it's because we do have all the team captains in here tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Jace pull the first chip. That team captain will come up and pull their opponent, and we'll do it just like we did the original heat draws.
Right on. No pressure, Jace. It's only everybody's fate in your hands.
Good thing I only got to do it once.
Yeah.
Pink Team Transmission is your first one. Bruce, come on up here, buddy.
Come right behind us here, Bruce.
Go ahead and reach in there and grab another one out. Versus Team Metro.
You're off screen there. Come on over the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, get him. Get him.
Mug. Now, don't be looking
I
in
saw that.
there. I
I
know.
saw
Did you
that.
see that? Who do I want to draw? Thank you, sir. Team BDP. Brian's Machine Shop. So I'll kind of go through like why we're doing this. We did have a vote with all the team captains, charter members, that they felt this was the fairest way to do it because of the way the bracket played out. We didn't want to be crossing bracket, so all the team members voted, all the captains voted, and this is what we decided, and this is what they decided actually, that on how they wanted to do this. Go ahead and reach in there and grab one of those out. Team Triple Threat.
Welcome, Adam. Good to see you.
Now don't look. Versus Toast Inc.
Wow.
What a great matchup that'll be. And after you guys all leave, we're going to talk about you too. Reach in there, pull one out for me, Toast. Coke Motorsports.
Who's it going to be, Jason?
I made you walk all the way up here to pull the last chip.
Got the best cars left. It's just the automatic one I'm going to pull.
Thank you. Team Poor Decisions. Another great matchup. All right, so that'll be it. Heat number 1 will be Team Metro versus Pink Team Transmissions. Heat number 2 will be BDP versus Brian's Machine Shop. Heat number 3 will be Triple Threat versus Toast Inc. And heat number 4 will be Coke Motorsports versus Team Poor Decisions. Captains, I want to thank you guys for coming in and taking part of the draw. Sure do appreciate you guys' time. I know you want to work on your cars. Get back to work, and good luck tonight getting those cars worked up.
From us also and from all the fans at home, all captains and teams, thank you for your performance this week so far. Thank you for your entertainment and the efforts that you've put in. We really appreciate that.
All right. You sat here real quiet.
I talk too much. I got to save my voice somehow.
Steve let out some sighs, and I could tell what he was thinking. Tell me what you're thinking. What do you?
We got some great matchups here. I'm not going to lie. Man, I'm really interested in Coke versus Poor Decisions. We're going to have the Imps going against each other.
Battle of the Birds.
Oh, yeah.
And then I also look at Triple Threat and Toast Inc. And God, just two aggressive teams. You know, they're working well together. And BDP, Brian's Machine Shop, that'll also be a good one. And I'm interested to see Pink Team versus Metro. I feel like it's two teams, you know, that still have a lot of cars left. And I feel like it's just going to be an all-out grudge match almost, you know.
Absolutely.
Still, I feel like I've said it every time we've drawn this weekend. I don't think there's been a bad draw. I really don't.
I don't. There's not one weak team.
There's a reason for that.
Right.
The best teams in the country are here at this event.
And it shows. You know, there's no doubt about that the best of the best are here.
And I mean, you said it too. Like, you thanking all the captains and the drivers just for their performance. I mean, they really are putting on a show. I mean, even for someone like all of us we've been to derbies all across the country and everything, and you know, I still get that entertainment factor standing up there watching and everything. You know, there's still parts that amaze me, make me go like wow, or turn my head and like make a face. You know,
yeah.
It's crazy.
I think at our hearts we're still fans.
Oh, absolutely.
And
I without a doubt.
We may be a little bit more dead inside, but these matchups, these drivers, these teams, their efforts have reawakened that excitement for me this week. I've had legitimate goosebumps in my arms. You know, I don't get that every day. So it's been really, really great for me as a fan to watch this all unfold.
And I know you've been up here in the media center for every single heat and all the action, and it's different when you're out there and you're on that wall. You know, I mean, like, you come down and stood where I have been standing, and you're like, wow.
Yeah, I mean,
the view from here is way better.
Even just changing walls, it was different. It's a totally different experience. Like you mentioned, like being that fan again, and you know, I'm still being a fan, but I also find myself studying drivers. You know, seeing how they perform. You know, there's just so many. I think each driver has a unique driving style, and I feel like I can learn from every driver on the track, and even build styles. You know, you look at how things are structured together. It's a game of inches. It really is, and that applies to the driving style as well, I think.
Absolutely. Fans, you cannot go wrong with tuning in for the rest of the week. It's going to be entertainment from start to finish. Speaking of start, we start tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Time. You don't want to be late. DerbyNation.tv. We're start at 5 right here from the last great Coliseum, Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee. Guys, thanks for being here with me tonight. It's late.
Thank you, Steve.
It's a late night. There's more to come tomorrow, more to come on Saturday. Make sure you're tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great night, everybody.